Welcome to Mystic Radio with Rob and Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it is Mystic Radio. Robin and I welcome our listeners from all over the world to call the show today. It's your calls and questions that make our live call-in show so intriguing. Now, Robin can take your calls and questions about your experiences with extraterrestrials, concerns for your pets, inquiries about your past lives, or any metaphysical or energy healing needs you may want her to assist you with. So if you have a metaphysical question for Robin Alexis today, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Now we want to welcome all the listeners who have just come over from the Manson Mitchell program. We hope you will also enjoy us here on Mystic Radio. And once again, if you have a metaphysical question for Robin, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now. Get in the queue. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning. This is Robin Alexis, and welcome to our new time Fridays at 11 a.m. 2 p.m. Eastern. So be sure and set your cell phone alarm so you never forget to listen to or call into Mystic Radio again. The call-in number to also put in your phone is 888-298-5569. Now, the purpose of Mystic Radio is to enhance your ability to know, trust, and act upon your own knowing, your own intuition. Our sacred show is an experience, not an explanation. The healing content reflects the questions that people ask and then how Spirit channels the answers. So everyone listening to the show receives a surrogate healing if they so choose. It is up to each one of us to discern whether what is channeled on the show is relevant and true to you as an individual. I also invite you to not only call into Mystic Radio with your questions, you can also email me questions at spiritladyrobin@gmail.com, and I will do my best to answer those questions live on the air as well. Please visit robinalexis.com. You can read about my unique psychic skill sets, and right now, when you go to robinalexis.com, you will see a blog called All I Want Is Time to Read a Good Book. And when you go to that blog, you will find links to 4 books that I have written. Free Kindle books right now are available, and I'll tell you, lots and lots of people are taking advantage of those free Kindle books. We now have several books who are number 1 and number 2 sales on Amazon. So you might want to read those books, and once you read them, you can give the links out to other people and share and share and share, because they are very, very good books.
Now, also, if you go right to Amazon, how do you get the books?
Just put in Robin Alexis books, and all 4 books will pop up, and then you'll find the links for the free Kindle books, and you can read the book and share the link for other people. You can give them as gifts. What a cool gift. Bob?
So, if you have a metaphysical question for Robin, the toll-free number, once again, is 888-298-5569, locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now, get in the queue, talk to Robin today. Now, when you call in, or if you're on hold, you have one question to ask Robin, so make it a good one. And, once again, those numbers, give us a call, talk to Robin, 888-298-5569. Toll free, and in Seattle, 425-373-5527. So we have a great show coming up for you with our courageous callers. Now, callers, please take your phone off speaker and turn off your radio or computer before you get on the call with Robin. I'm going to play the gong to open up the healing energy for the show today, and then we'll get to your questions. Robin, how many gongs would you like today?
5, please.
Okay. Clearing energy for the show. Clearing energy for the show. And we're ready to take callers. And look who we have first. We have Cassandra from Los Angeles, who's looking for some healing on Mystic Radio with Robin today. Hi, Cassandra. Welcome to Mystic Radio.
To you.
You are on with Robin.
Happy holidays to you, to Robin and Bob. Just looking for a clearing today.
Yes, Cassandra, your energy does feel like you're kind of carrying very wet, kind of overload frequency here. I think okay, so where it's coming through with you is something that's called the psychic sac. And what that means is that your ability to perceive things in the psychic realm, whether they are conscious or unconscious to you, you've filed them away in this energy organ called the psychic sac. And when that energy inside of us gets really full, it can become very overwhelming and it can disrupt our energies significantly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a technique called the full court of atonement. Now you can Google that, anyone who's listening, so we can give proper credit to the person who created the full court of atonement. Just Google that and you'll learn more about it. But for right now, what I want to do is do a clearing with Cassandra, with her psychic sac, and I want it to be through all timelines. So let's do it this way. We ask that for Cassandra, that she herself, Cassandra, be placed in the full court of atonement with not only her psychic sac from this lifetime, but I would like to bring forward the energy of past, present, parallel, future, throughout all time, space, and beyond. The energy of Cassandra's psychic sac with her as a soul, and I ask that the timelines be analyzed and resolve any and all conflicts between Cassandra and her own psychic ability and how she's been using that psychic sac. And I ask for an amenable dissolution of any backed up energy in that psychic sac. And I ask for her to have the energy recalibrated so that it's at a divine intervention, so that divine right actions for the highest and best results for Cassandra and her psychic ability and how she uses the energy organ called the psychic sac. Okay, I'm starting to feel a clearing, but Cassandra, what are you sensing at all, if anything, right now?
Yes, I'm definitely, the pain is leaving my body. I couldn't move when I woke up this morning.
Well, that's very normal to become overwhelmed to the point of feeling immobilized when the psychic energy is just so loaded up inside of us. And today actually is winter solstice. I thought it was yesterday, but it's actually today. And that's the day when we find the balance between light and dark. And it's just an incredible opportunity to have this type of profound healing. So Cassandra, I see an angel handing you a new energy organ called the psychic sac. It's being handed to you on a white cushion, and it's a soft cushion. It's like if someone was handing you a crown, but it's this new energy organ of the psychic sac. And where she's placing it in you is right around your Adam's apple in the throat area. And she's saying that when you sing is when you tend to pick up energy of anything that's going on around you. So say, for example, if you were singing in a room where there's 100 people, all of a sudden you connect with the audience, not only, reading the room of how they're responding to your voice and your singing, but all of a sudden you're responding and reading to their energy needs. And so that allows you, as you continue to sing, to have a resonance in your voice that brings each person who's listening to you a healing from the angels. But it's appropriate for you with this new energy organ to understand that you do that, and to understand that when you sing, it's different than when other people sing, because you're bringing this healing that other people don't necessarily have that kind of skill set. How do you feel when I say that to you?
Just a beautiful, beautiful, warm glow. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Well, let's mention she's a singer.
Yes,
she is a singer.
Yes, that's a good point, Bob. So,
Thank
Cassandra,
you.
Why don't you tell people what your talent is and what you're doing?
Well, we've just recorded 18 of Marilyn's released songs, and
Marilyn Monroe.
As Marilyn Monroe. It's a tribute to Marilyn Monroe. And all the proceeds of this album are going to Children's Hospital Los Angeles. It's all for charity. And it's just been such a wonderful experience. I'm enjoying it.
Well, that is an exquisite thing, and it's interesting because I'm remembering that Jimmy Kimmel's son went there to have heart surgery, and I was just listening to a song this morning that I've known for about 30 years, and I'm not a singer, but I'm going to attempt to let the angels sing through me this song. Listen, listen, listen to your heart's song. How about that? Listen, listen, listen to your heart's song. It will never forsake you. It will never betray you. Listen, listen, listen to your heart's song. It will never betray you. It will never forsake you. There we go. The energy's moving now. So you are a divine magician with your voice. You have the ability to heal people with your voice. And you're also channeling the divine feminine coming through the legacy of Marilyn Monroe. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Enjoy yourself. You're a beautiful soul.
Well, that was really nice. And just to put a cap on it, she is a Marilyn Monroe
tribute artist
who sings in front of people Marilyn Monroe songs.
Yes, and she's very well renowned, and she's putting forth this future CD and DVD of interviews of people who actually knew Marilyn, and that's going to be very, very interesting. And like she said, all proceeds will be donated to that particular hospital.
Okay, so if you have a metaphysical question for Robin Alexis today, give us a call now. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569, and locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now. Talk to the mystic. There's many different things you can talk to her about. And we're going to go to Karen from Hood Canal, Washington, who is looking for some healing on Mystic Radio. Hi, Karen. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Robin. I wanted to give you an update from last Friday's incredible, what I'm now calling the Roto-Rooter cleansing.
Why don't you tell people what happened last week on the show when you called in?
So last week on Thursday, I was let go from my job after being there for 6 years, primarily because I didn't agree with the new boss's decisions. I stayed to my own truth, and I feel really good about that. But I didn't realize how miserable I had been and how unhappy I had been this last year until after talking to Robin and getting that cleansing on Friday. It was a disconnect because I was still holding on from what she told me. I was still trying to protect the employees and the members that lived in the residences there. And it was time to let go and retire. I'm 72, and I should not be working. I should be enjoying life. And actually, I had made that determination in September that I wanted to be not working by the end of the year, financial abundance, and I did not strategize. I left it to the universe. And the cleansing I got last Friday was pretty rough, but by the end of the day and into Saturday, I started feeling better. And right now, I can't tell you how happy I am and how grateful I am. And I've had more happy days in the last week than I've had this whole year.
Well, Karen, I've got God bumps all over me because it is so exciting to know that you had the courage to call into Mystic Radio last week and receive an on-air healing that has profoundly changed the quality of your life. And then you had the grace to call back in and let people know that, because that will give people who are listening the courage to also call in and receive a healing on Mystic Radio. And I just want to say, Karen, that I think that a lot of people, we tend to not realize that we're normalizing dysfunctional behavior. We're normalizing very toxic environments. and we become so steeped in it, we don't even realize it until kind of like the universe snaps us around with something like firing us, and then we do our deep soul cleansing healing, and we go, oh my goodness, we didn't want to participate in the downfall of the consciousness of humanity anyway. We just thought we had to do it because we had to stay at a job, or we had to stay in an unhealthy relationship, or whatever it is. But really, the more of us who become true to our own souls and trust that what is ours will come to us, the more we're going to create a more peaceful energy in our own lives and therefore everywhere. So Karen, I can't thank you enough for calling into the show last week and now.
And, you talk about normalizing dysfunction. It's not just in companies. It's in families. How about the government? We're normalizing what's going on with some of the politicians, and it's becoming okay. And we're normalizing the fact that there are gun shooting episodes weekly, if not every day. So the world is going through that, and we're normalizing things that we shouldn't be normalizing. So let's keep our antennas up and remember that.
And if anyone can broadcast that as a surrogate healer, it is you, Karen. So with your beautiful energy, why don't you set the blueprint in the collective consciousness for each and every one of us to remember that we have our individual power to stand in our truth, even if it gets us fired, and then we can come home and regroup and feel as good as you feel. So, Karen, thank you so much for calling into the show. What a gift you are.
If you go into your heart, which sometimes it's really hard to face the music, but you'll see the truth.
Yes.
And thank you for your encouragement, Robin. And just one thing, I feel like I am totally disconnected from everything. Would you please check?
Oh, I see what it is. You're uncomfortable being comfortable. You had spent so many years being uncomfortable, you got comfortable being uncomfortable. Now you're comfortable, but you're uncomfortable being comfortable. So what I want to do is, there you go. Can you feel your energy shifting?
Yep.
Okay. So you might want to put on some Michael Jackson music. I feel like that would really get you dancing around your house with this.
I could do that.
And it's also about getting out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone was working, and you had a nice paycheck, and blah, blah, but it was so miserable. So when you got fired, now you're out of your comfort zone. And we have to create a new comfort zone.
Right. We get comfortable being comfortable.
We get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Well, I'm saying I think we're saying the same thing. Bob and I do this often in our marriage, which is we're saying the same thing. Let's all get comfortable living from our hearts. Thank you so much for calling into the show.
Thank you.
And if you have a metaphysical question for Robin today, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now, get in the queue, talk to Robin with your questions. This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
Have you ever had an encounter with an extraterrestrial? Have you ever been abducted? Have you ever seen a spaceship? Have you ever processed that experience with someone who can assist you in possibly even communicating to the beings that you interacted with unconsciously? I'm here, Robin Alexis. I am a survivor of being abducted many, many times, and I do have some outstandingly beautiful relationships with some of our space brothers and sisters. So I can help you. If you would like to have assistance with that, you can call into Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. You can also book a session with me in the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com, or you can call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499, and Bob will help you book a scheduled appointment with me. I look forward to serving you.
Robin is offering a new service for clients, a Reiki Week with Robin Alexis. Having a Reiki Week with Robin is amazing. She takes you to places inside of yourself that you never knew existed. Whatever issues you might have, Robin is able to look at them from many perspectives, including the influence of your past lives, your higher purpose, your soul contracts, and your overall well-being. Robin works with her team of ascended masters, archangels, and spirit guides who will assist you as needed. Monday through Friday, Robin sends you remote Reiki for 1 hour each day. Then, via text, she sends you detailed and specific information about what she clairvoyantly saw during your private 1 hour session that day. Robin's Reiki Week can transform your life and help you to open up to your truth, your love, and give you a higher perspective. Schedule your Reiki Week with Robin Alexis now. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule now.
Have you been wondering what your past lives are? Have you wondered what your pets' past lives are? Or if you have past lives with your pets? It would be so fascinating for you to find out, wouldn't it? If you would like to book a session with me to explore your or your pet's past lives, you can call Bob at 530-859-2499 or visit robinalexis.com and book in the Mystic Store.
If you're a parent or teacher, it can be especially difficult to hear about yet another school shooting. With so much emotion around this issue, know that there is support out there to help you, your children, or your students cope. By listening or reading the calming and beautiful story, Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns by Robin Alexis, a book written to help with this sensitive issue facing our world today. Find Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns by Robin Alexis on Amazon, iTunes, or Audible.
Make us part of your daily routine. Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio, and you can always hear a repeat of this show on Alternative Talk 1150 KKNW, Sundays at 12 noon. You can also go to our YouTube channel on our website, robinalexis.com, and you can listen to it from the YouTube channel on our website. Robin can take your calls and questions now about your experiences with extraterrestrials, your concerns for your pets, inquiries about your past lives, or any metaphysical or energy healing needs you may want her assistance with. So, if you have any of those, give us a call now. The toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. And to schedule one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can go to robinalexis.com and book it, your private one-on-one session in the Mystic Store. Or you can give me a call at 530-859-2499, and I'll get you set up. And while you're on the website, robinalexis.com, you're invited to listen to the archives. Once again, at Mystic Radio on our YouTube channel. You can receive free Reiki healings, and Robin has a great blog you won't want to miss. I'll give the phone numbers out once again, and if you have a metaphysical question for Robin Alexis today, the toll-free number is 888-298-5569. Locally in Seattle, 425-373-5527. Call us now.
Well, and I'm so excited that people are taking me up on the free book special I'm running on Amazon. You can go to Amazon and just put in Robin Alexis books, and all 4 books will come up. As the last few minutes, the books are rated in the bestseller category under parenting. The book Conversation with Extraterrestrials. That book is moving very, very quickly. It is about, how do you work with your children if they tell you they've been abducted by extraterrestrials. So very, very interesting book. Raising Humanity, Why We All Must Remember is also a parenting book. Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns, also best-selling in the parenting category on Amazon. So go get your free Kindle book and send the link to all your friends and family who you think would enjoy the book for free right now. It's being gifted to you by me. Mwah. Bob?
Based on your book, a message to parents. Mm-hmm. When a child comes to them, if the child has the guts to come to them and say, I saw some extraterrestrials or I was abducted, parents need to listen to that. But you need to do some research too, because we know kids can make up stuff, and that's where most parents go. I'm sure they did that with you. But it's real. And you need to listen to your kids if they do come to you with those experiences.
Absolutely. And it's interesting Bob's bringing that up, because I was abducted quite a few times as a child and actually throughout my whole life. And now, I manage those relationships. So now the beings who come to me, they will respect me out of fear or out of love, but they will do so. And I ended up having some beautiful relationships with our space brothers and sisters who we can talk about whenever anybody calls in about this subject. But the book that I wrote is based on a conversation I had with a female friend who at 68 we're still friends, but when we were 11 we were abducted, and we both remembered the experience, but we just didn't talk about it. And then finally she said to me, let's talk about it. And we did, and we recorded the conversation. And then the ETs who abducted us came through and spoke. And it was quite an experience. But basically what happened to Cindy and myself is our parents ridiculed us and denied us the ability to process that we had been violated. So if you think about it, if your kid comes to you and says that they were at daycare and somebody touched them inappropriately, you would listen to them. Well, what about if somebody comes to your child in the middle of the night and energetically touches them inappropriately? If you respond to that in a way that's dismissive, that's very harmful, and I can tell you that from first-person experience. So that's what this book is about. So think about it. The United States has a space force. NASA's come out and CIA has come out saying that this stuff is real. We gotta put in our self-help category for ourselves and parenting. How are you going to deal with it if you have the experience or your child does?
Great. Let's get back to our callers, and we have got Nana from Detroit, Michigan, who's looking for some healing from Robin today. Hi, Nana. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hi. Thank you for having me today. And I just want to say I ask for peace, love, and healing to go around the world to assist the light workers and all those who are asking for healing. Be assisted now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Hi.
That was so beautiful, Nana, because that's what it takes. Ask and ye shall receive. So through Nana, let's all join together, heart to heart, soul to soul, higher self to higher self, and let's create a very strong collective consciousness of peace, love, and healing, and let's send it out to everyone. And I feel the angels coming through. Now, actually, they're saying they're not angels. They're saying that they are the blue Sirians. Sirians are a group of extraterrestrials, and they are the beings who in November brought forth some very, very strong what they call blue codes. And the blue codes are higher octaves of joy, peace, and love. And they brought forth that energy in very, very specific downloads in November 4th, November 18th, and November 25th. Now, as this energy has come forth on this planet, the more of us who are willing to receive this ascended energy, it will lift us up individually and then collectively. And once we do that, we are all stronger than bullets. Think about a bee and think about a bullet. The bees, if we didn't have bees, we'd all be dead. But bullets can kill us too. So, think about things that are small. So if you think that your energy is smaller than that, it doesn't matter. And even if it was smaller, it wouldn't matter, because the truth is each one of us coming from the light and love from within our hearts, connecting together, creates a quantum field. And we know through quantum physics that when 51% of an energy goes in a certain direction, the other 49% has to follow. So if we individually and collectively, can create that 51% of the quantum physic energy to move in the direction of peace and love and healing, that is what will happen. It is physics. It's not even spiritual. It's the law. It's physics. So let's join together with Nana and set that decree. And so it is. Bob, why don't you play the gong to just really place this out? How about 9 times for change and completion of moving the quantum physics field into the 51% where we're all in harmony with love, peace, and healing on this planet. And so it is.
Nana, you still there?
Oh yeah, I'm so here.
Wasn't that amazing?
Yes. Did you ring the gong yet? I'm waiting.
Oh yeah, I rang it 9 times. I didn't ring it real loud. I rang it soft, but we did ring it 9 times.
Why don't you do one
thank
more
you so much.
Wait.
We're gonna do one more great big huge bang of a 1. So 1 is for new beginnings. And it is so on Mystic Radio on the solstice. And here we go. Oh, Nana, woohoo! Would you like to share any other cool things, Nana?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
What else would you like to share?
Well, I wanted you to check and balance my chakras and see if there's any negative energy hanging on to me.
Well, there is a little bit, but it's actually, I'm not going to really call it negative. It's energy that used to serve you, but it doesn't anymore. So it's kind of like having a pair of shoes that's too small for your feet. We just need to change out some energetic. And what is going to happen is that most people don't know, or I don't think most people know, that we have what's called a sacred love unified field chakra that envelops our auras. And when we are in harmony with that, all of our chakras have opened up to 12 planes of consciousness and 12 levels of information within those consciousness, within each one of our chakras. So once the chakra system has awakened to be able to have the capacity to hold these higher frequencies of love and healing and peace, then we are introduced to this sacred love unified field aura that is around our entire body. And yours is activated. Now, I don't know how long that's been activated, but I'm seeing it around you. And so with that, let's sing energetic codes and light for you to be able to relax and receive the abundance of the universe coming through that chakra that is so enlightened and strong around your aura. Dereminile kianana, ea shante yana, he. Om Maya Shanta, ea no kiana, he shom, hayake, ea no hasha. Oma ishana eyane keya oyana he shante mana peace on earth. You are the goddess of the hood. The goddess of the hood is for the whole planet. It's not just for your neighborhood. You, the goddess of the hood, brings forth peace on earth for all. And the reason why the angels sang to her and called her the goddess of the hood is Nana lives in Detroit, Michigan, and can sometimes be a very challenging place for her as a high octave being to live. But her soul chose to live there to lift the energy up of Detroit. And what we're hearing is that the goddess of the hood footprint has expanded beyond Detroit, Michigan. And it now is encompassing this whole planet where there's so much hood-like energy happening everywhere. And so by bringing forth this peace and love in this conversation and in this transmission on the show today, through her, through us, through you, and all of us, we are changing the trajectory of the earth into peace on earth. Thank you for calling into the show, Nana.
I wanted to ask you, where is this chakra located?
It's all around your aura. So it's like a sphere of energy that your aura is inside of. And then inside of your aura are 7 subtle bodies and your chakra system. And your chakra system has evolved and awakened into these different octaves of energy, which is why we're able now to see the sacred love chakra all around you, and why the angels have come around you today and let you know that your service, goddess of the hood, is way more than Detroit. It is now global.
Wow, thank you so much, because that's what my heart wanted, and that's what I've been asking for, is to touch the world in a positive way. And I thank you for assisting me.
It is my joy to help you fulfill your soul's purpose in your earthly mission. And what a beautiful show today about all of us coming from the heart. This is just exquisite. Thank you so much, Nana.
And thank you for everything, and happy New Year and merry happy holiday. Yay.
Happy holidays to you too. This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
Have you ever had an encounter with an extraterrestrial? Have you ever been abducted? Have you ever seen a spaceship? Have you ever processed that experience with someone who can assist you in possibly even communicating to the beings that you interacted with unconsciously? I'm here, Robin Alexis. I am a survivor of being abducted many, many times, and I do have some outstandingly beautiful relationships with some of our space brothers and sisters. So I can help you. If you would like to have assistance with that, you can call into Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. You can also book a session with me in the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com, or you can call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499, and Bob will help you book a scheduled appointment with me. I look forward to serving you. Have you been wondering what your past lives are? Have you wondered what your pets' past lives are? Or if you have past lives with your pets? It would be so fascinating for you to find out, wouldn't it? If you would like to book a session with me to explore your or your pet's past lives, you can call Bob at 530-859-2499 or visit robinalexis.com and book in the Mystic Store.
Robin is offering a new service for clients, a Reiki Week with Robin Alexis. Having a Reiki Week with Robin is amazing. She takes you to places inside of yourself that you never knew existed. Whatever issues you might have, Robin is able to look at them from many perspectives, including the influence of your past lives, your higher purpose, your soul contracts, and your overall well-being. Robin works with her team of ascended masters, archangels, and spirit guides who will assist you as needed. Monday through Friday, Robin sends you remote Reiki for 1 hour each day. Then, via text, she sends you detailed and specific information about what she clairvoyantly saw during your private 1-hour session that day. Robin's Reiki Week can transform your life and help you to open up to your truth, your love, and give you a higher perspective. Schedule your Reiki Week with Robin Alexis now. Call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499 to schedule now.
Did you know you can find all 3 of Robin Alexis's books for sale? Did you also know that you can find all 3 of her books as hard copy and soft copy? You can also find the audio version of all 3 of her books. Look for Raising Humanity, Spirit Lady, The Gift of Robin's Song, and Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns, all by Robin Alexis, on Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and iTunes. If you live near Robin in Mount Shasta, California, you can find her books at The Gallery in Mount Shasta.
Wherever you go, Alternative Talk 1150 is here for you.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's Friday or Sunday, it's Mystic Radio. But this week, the recorded show will be a Saturday at 4 p.m. So this show will air tomorrow at 4 p.m. Because there is something going on the station on Sunday. Now, to schedule your one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can call us at 530-859-2499 or visit robinalexis.com and book your private sessions in the Mystic Store. Now, while on the website, robinalexis.com, you're invited to listen to the archives of Mystic Radio on our YouTube channel. You can receive free Reiki healings, and you can follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis. Robin also has a great blog that you won't want to miss. Now, Robin can take your calls and questions now about your experiences with extraterrestrials, concerns for your pets, inquiries for your past lives, or any metaphysical or energy healing needs you may want her assistance with. So you can give us a call or you can book a session with Robin Alexis. Let's get back to our calls, and we have got HM from Seattle who's looking for some healing on Mystic Radio today. Hello, HM. Welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hey, Bob. Robin, thank you very much for having me on today.
You are so welcome. How may we serve you?
Oh, great. Thanks. I would love your assistance in clearing some overwhelming and seemingly negative energy that I seem to be holding, and also having in that energy package is this. I've had to move the last couple of years, a couple of times, and it's really wearing. And so I would like to create a living space that is more stable for me. And is more nurturing. So anything that you might be able to offer or suggest would be helpful.
Well, first of all, what I'm seeing is that each time you're moving, you seem to be collecting ghosts from different locations, and that's definitely overwhelming your energy system. And then the other thing I'm finding in you is what I call distractor implants, and those are not from friendly extraterrestrials. So we're actually going to begin there. And let's say that with the authority of your higher self, that we command that any eggs, barbs, nesting material, foam, shards, spaceships, extraterrestrials, distractor implants, any energy that is out of alignment with your higher self in this time and space, be released, wiped off clean, sent back to source, null and void of all information, instructing those beings of universal law and calling upon higher consciousness to send forgiveness now. It is inappropriate for these beings to be placing distractor implants in anybody. The blue Syrian beings are coming to your assistance, and they are letting you know that you are to command on a daily basis that those implants be removed from your field. You have a vulnerable energy that is sort of pocketed with the unfortunate predisposition, if you will, to get those implants in you. So you're going to need to tend to that yourself. Now, it is recommended that you use the Reiki healing portal on my website that has the violet flame, because the violet flame will assist you in forgiving them, but also in forgiving yourself from feeling like you did something wrong, that those things got into your field in the first place. Because sometimes it really isn't about us. It's just other beings break universal law. I mean, we see all over this planet boundaries being broken. And so you can only imagine if that's happening human to human or government to government, it's certainly happening in other dimensions as well. And because you are a very intergalactic presence and being in human form, it's a bit more challenging for you to maintain your sovereignty in terms of who you truly organically and authentically are. So that is the first thing that we will address with you. The second that we need to speak to you about is your energy vulnerability of becoming a portal for ghosts to be attracted to you and linger in your field. So the appropriate mechanism to disrupt that is to close the portal. So we're going to clear that portal, and then we're going to close that portal that has been utilizing your field. And we have deep respect for those ghosts or for any other beings who are in the in-between who feel like they need assistance to move on to their next highest vibration, but it is inappropriate for them to be taxing your field at this time. In terms of moving, once your energy stops moving all over the place because of the ghosts and the distraction implants, you will come to live in your sacred place very soon. If you have not found it by January 3rd, please call back into Mystic Radio, and Robin Alexis will assist you at this time. We are the benevolent blue beings speaking to you. Namaste. Thank you for your call, HM.
Thanks, HM. Call back in the new year. Let us know how you're doing. And we are going to go to Alan from New Jersey, my home state. Alan, welcome to Mystic Radio. You're on with Robin Alexis.
Hi, and thank you so much, both of you, for what you're doing. I am really blessed to be able to receive what it is you've shared. My concern is that I'm 82 years old in this body and on this planet, and I have no idea what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I do have the care of a little dog that was recently nearly killed, but is now recovering. So my concern is, what can I contribute to the universe and to those that are directly in my field, so to speak, to assist and encourage both known and unknown people?
So first of all, I do agree with you that when I look at your assemblage point, which is an energy organ about 18 inches behind the heart, that is where I normally see the blueprint for someone's soul purpose and earthly mission, and I see the support from the universe for that to be accomplished. And I see a lot of light on the right side of that, but on the left side of it, it's completely blocked up. So I'm going to go and look at that energy on the side of the assemblage point. Okay, that's someone else's energy. So somehow you're holding someone else's soul purpose in your own assemblage point, which I must say I've never seen before. So let's go ahead in and ask for your higher self and your guides and guardian angels, your masters and ascended masters, your overlighting divas, your body elemental, and ask for okay, so they're telling me I'm actually wrong, that even though that energy is another soul, it's actually supposed to be there. So that, again, this is the first time I've seen this. They're saying that you agreed to not only fulfill your soul's purpose, which you've actually done just by being so gracious and filled with mercy, but this other energy, which is a different soul on the right side of your assemblage point, that is actually a high being whose name is Metatron. Are you familiar with Metatron?
No,
Alan?
That's the first time I've heard that name.
Okay,
no, I haven't heard it before, no.
All right, you definitely want to do some research on Metatron. Metatron is the, if you will, overlighting diva of the divine right blueprint for the human body. And the divine right blueprint for the human body is in what's called the 15th dimension. And each person has a divine right etheric body blueprint that's very, very healthy. And that's what Metatron oversees. You agreed in this incarnation to allow for Metatron to come through you and work through you to send healing to people, to have them access their health and well-being. Now, I have so much information for you, Alan. I do recommend you book a session with me because I need to give you so much information about Metatron and your role with him. I just can't speak it all on the radio. So thank you for calling into the show. Blessings to your beautiful pet, your dog who stayed with you, because you've got a lot to do on this planet. So thank you for calling into the show.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you, Alan. And we've got Joanne and David with us. And Joanne and David, we are coming to the end of the show, so if you could be real quick with your question, we would appreciate it. Welcome to Mystic Radio.
Yes, hello. We would just like to we've been at ceremony since last night, and if we could have blessings and more healing on opportunities of abundance and health for this new cycle that's beginning, that would be awesome and wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Joanna, the energy that's trying to come through you is called the Seal of Prosperity. It's a sacred geometry image, and that sacred geometry image of the Seal of Prosperity, it came through and anchored on the West Coast November 26th. And now that energy is trying to anchor through you and what you're doing, and then it will move up and down the whole East Coast. But there's something blocking that energy in there. So I'm going to tune into that and see, okay, so what it is, it's not that it's dark. It's similar to what I've seen with other people on the call today, that it is an energy that used to be of service, but now it is no longer. So let's bless the energy that was holding it until you could get to it, and then send that energy back to Source Love, and then ask Source Love to bring you through the support you need to embody and anchor the Seal of Prosperity in, through, and around every cell of your body, every nanoparticle, every subtheonic response particle in your being and in your body. There you go. Can you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so keep bringing that through. It's going to come all the way down through your feet, move down through your inner earth being and presence, connecting in with the divine causal body within Mother Earth. There it goes. You're starting to anchor it on the planet through your body at that location, and then go ahead and activate that Seal of Prosperity to begin to be received up and down the East Coast, that from coast to coast in the United States of America, the Seal of Prosperity is reinstated for all, and so it is. Thank you so much for calling into the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Mystic Radio, and we will be back after these messages.
Have you ever had an encounter with an extraterrestrial? Have you ever been abducted? Have you ever seen a spaceship? Have you ever processed that experience with someone who can assist you in possibly even communicating to the beings that you interacted with unconsciously? I'm here, Robin Alexis. I am a survivor of being abducted many, many times, and I do have some outstandingly beautiful relationships with some of our space brothers and sisters. So I can help you. If you would like to have assistance with that, you can call into Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis. You can also book a session with me in the Mystic Store at robinalexis.com, or you can call Bob at 530-859-2499. That's 530-859-2499, and Bob will help you book a scheduled appointment with me. I look forward to serving you.
If you're a parent, grandparent, or looking to become a parent, the book Raising Humanity by Robin Alexis is for you. In this book, Robin invites you to remember that we all play a part in raising the vibration of the collective consciousness. Connect with the stories of Robin and 21 authors for inspiring stories in Raising Humanity by Robin Alexis, found in print, ebook, and audio versions at Amazon, Kindle, Audible, and iTunes.
Have you been wondering what your past lives are? Have you wondered what your pets' past lives are? Or if you have past lives with your pets? It would be so fascinating for you to find out, wouldn't it? If you would like to book a session with me to explore your or your pet's past lives, you can call Bob at 530-859-2499 or visit robinalexis.com and book in the Mystic Store.
Are you aware that you can use the Mystic Radio archives just like an audio tarot deck? Robin Alexis invites you to her website, robinalexis.com. Click the About Mystic Radio tab, then click on Listen Now. That's where you'll find the archive of hundreds of past Mystic Radio programs. Then quiet yourself. Put your hands in the prayer position in front of your heart with feet flat on the floor. Now, take a deep breath. Ask your intuition, which program date you need to listen to in order to get the answers to your questions and concerns. Many people have told Robin they've received miraculous healings from the Mystic Radio archives. To continue your healing, you may be guided by your intuition to return to the archives and repeat this process. When Robin Alexis does this herself, she receives impeccable spiritual guidance that she's put into practice. So what are you waiting for? Go to robinalexis.com and use the archives of Mystic Radio for your own personal audio tarot deck. What have you got to lose? You might just get the answers you're looking for. That's robinalexis.com.
Conversation you won't find on the rest of the dial. Alternative Talk 1150.
Welcome back to Mystic Radio with Robin Alexis from mystical Mount Shasta, California. If it's a Friday or Sunday, except tomorrow, it's on at 4 o'clock. It is Mystic Radio. To schedule your private one-on-one sessions with Robin, you can call us at 530-859-2499 or check out the Mystic Store on our website, robinalexis.com, for details, and follow Robin on Facebook at Robin Alexis.
And I do invite you to get the free Kindle books on Amazon. You can go to Amazon, search Robin Alexis books, all four free, and they're becoming #1 bestsellers in Kindle, and they can be yours. A Conversation with Extraterrestrials, Raising Humanity, Why We All Must Remember, which is what this show's been all about. And we have Donkeys, Humans, Butterflies, and Guns on how to stop violence in society. And then we have my life story. It is called Spirit Lady, because Bob called me Spirit Lady the day he first met me.
Okay, and so we want to thank all our wonderful callers. You make the show what it is, and thanks to Benny back in the studio for flying the bus for us here at Mystic Radio from mystical Mount Shasta, California. We will see you next week right here, Mystic Radio, every Friday at 11 a.m., 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and it is 11 a.m. Pacific Time. We are now closing the sacred hour of healing with Robin Alexis on Mystic Radio today, and on the subject of intuition, which is what Mystic Radio is all about. Listen to your body. It's much smarter than your brain. This is Mystic Radio.